Good morning, students. So we will continue with our chapter motion with the topic distance and displacement. So what is distance, my kids? The length of actual path traveled by a particle is called distance, or the length of the actual path between the initial position and the final position of a moving body in a given interval of time is called distance traveled by the body. Its SI unit is meter and it is a scalar quantity. Next we have displacement. What is displacement? The shortest distance from the initial position to the final position of a body is called displacement of the body. Its SI unit is meter and it is a vector quantity. For example, in this picture we can easily see that a person who has to reach home will cover a distance along the actual path, and the distance covered by him will be 4 meters plus 3 meters equals to 7 meters. But for the same initial position to the final position from the tree to the home, the displacement is actually 5 meters, which is the shortest path. So there is difference between distance and displacement because displacement is the shortest path to reach from one point to another point. In the next example, you can see that there is an athlete who runs around a circular track of 300 meters. So he will cover a distance of 300 meters. But the displacement covered by him for the same will be 0. Why? Because he came back to the initial position from where he started. Therefore, displacement will become 0. So here we can easily differentiate between distance and displacement. The points are given as such. Next we have scalar and vector quantities. Since we have already discussed that distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. So let us start. A scalar quantity can be defined by magnitude or numeral value only, and it does not depend on the direction. For example, distance, time, volume, etc. Whereas vector quantity depends on both magnitude and direction. For example, displacement, acceleration, force, etc. Since displacement is a vector quantity, therefore it can be negative, positive, or 0. Let us take an example to be more clear about it. In this picture you can see a hiker. So for a scalar quantity, we can say the hiker is walking 3 miles per hour. And for the vector, we can say the hiker is walking 3 miles per hour towards south. So you can see that for a scalar quantity, only speed is mentioned but not the direction. And for vector quantity, speed and direction both is mentioned. So that is the difference between scalar and vector quantities. So my kids, I hope you understood what is the difference between distance and displacement and how scalar and vector quantities are different from each other. So try these problems based on the topic discussed today.